as a general rule, obviously we need to have a minimum 5% deposit. Again, we do have access to the lenders offering 100%, but affordability is very tight, or schemes with 5,000 as well. But generally speaking, we need to have a 5% deposit. So if we're looking for the purchase for 450,000, probably it will be challenging to find in London. It's around 22,500 only for the deposit. So it's quite a substantial amount of money. I was actually looking into a nationwide data, which shows that the average first-time buyer deposit in London is around 110,000. So it's almost 4 times higher than in the north of England. So what we're gonna do? If we don't win lottery, we need to have obviously a plan. We need to find where the money is coming from, really. So again, if we're not there yet, speaking with the financial advisor, we can analyze the bank statements and transactions and put some actions in place just to obviously find that a minimum obviously and deposit time. But also obviously if we're speaking with a sole applicant, we can purchase jointly with someone else, with a family member or with a friend. So we can obviously discuss different options. I recently actually had a case with sole applicant, good income, but we wasn't quite ready there in order to obviously affordability and the level of deposit. So I said, how about your parents? Because obviously they were living together. So we come up with a quite nice solution where we've placed application with 3 applicants, mum, dad, and obviously my client, where obviously we had 3 different sources of income. Then obviously the parents contributed towards our deposit. Our client obviously contributed a little bit. But what we've done, what is really important as well, because obviously the client wasn't sure if he wants to continue living in the UK, in London, or perhaps later on with the family, because the life cycle will change, will move on. So what we've actually did, we've placed parents on a title deed as the owners of the property, but they've left my client on a mortgage application only, which means that later on he's able to retain his first-time buyer stamp duty incentive, and the full procedure is called joint mortgage sole proprietor. So again, it won't be presented by majority of the lenders, but this is something unique. You can actually find out speaking with the financial advisor how we can make this happen, who can physically able to obviously help us, because deposit is not the only cost what we're talking about, and every case, every situation is very unique, and we just have to make sure that with your personal circumstances, we're able to find a product meeting your needs and your circumstances, and then you will be happy with any actions you want to take. But obviously coming back to the original question, is a 5%, but the 5% can come from savings, can come from gifted elements, family members, but also some of the lenders will accept your friends, your employer, your next door neighbor, if you've got the good ones. It doesn't have to be a family member. And sometimes it can be accepted through a loan. Not every lender will be able to do that. Again, taking any commitments will impact your affordability. So it's there is obviously a few caveats to that, but this is something acceptable as well. So speaking with the financial advisor is probably the best option. But then again, we do have access to 100% mortgages, and we do have access to 5,000 deposit only products as well.